everybody. And I know I just had an Instagram live. I'm having another one because we are having a little bit of a different discussion in the second half. I know we usually have our Instagram live lessons every single Monday, but this conversation is a career acceleration conversation. And this conversation for me is such a critical one to have because it is with someone who I've seen accelerate in her career in a way that I haven't seen before. And I love her story. And I wanted to be able to share her story with you. So her name is 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝘆. Hi, 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝘆. Hi. I see you here. 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝘆, please feel free to join the live. Her name is 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝘆, and her acceleration journey for me has been one that has been absolutely phenomenal. I think we met several years ago. Literally, I think she DM'd me. We had a little bit of a chat. We had a few sessions. She interviewed me for her podcast. I think it was a TV show podcast at the time. We had this incredible conversation. And of course, the conversation around careers came up. And she was like, I really want to not be where I am. I want more. And my favorite thing about this is she didn't just say it, she became it. So for this career acceleration chat, I hope she'll be joining us soon. And I think you're really going to learn a lot from her. Definitely it's been an absolute privilege for me to support her journey and see her grow. So I thought, let us have this chat. Hello, 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝘆.
Hello, Coach. How are you? I'm so happy to be your guest today.
I'm excited for this conversation. I'm very excited for this conversation.
I'm so excited.
Before we kick off, I know who you are. Do you want to introduce yourselves to my audience so they can get to know you a little bit better?
My name is 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝗆𝗲𝗄𝗏𝗏. I'm the new CEO of Women in Business South Africa. But I'm also a director at 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗱𝘆 Africa. I'm a director at 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗱𝘆 Publishers. I'm a director at Empowerment Podcast. And I'm a director at 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗃 Media.
Awesome. So, 𝗲𝗶𝗍𝗆, let's just take everyone through your journey, right? So, a little bit about your background. I know you come from the finance background like me, and then we started our relationship. And just tell me about, because it's easy for me to talk as a coach about what I see, but it's different for everyone to hear it from someone who's been there. So, tell us a little bit about your career and how we met. And everything.
So we met through Women in Business, and that's why I always advise people to join Women in Business. I remember it was during lockdown when 𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗶 invited you to speak in Women in Business. And then after that, I just DM'd you and I was like, I love your energy. I want you to be my mentor. I'd like to interview you. Like, I kept following you because I could see that there was something about you. There were a lot of things I wanted to learn from you. So then, and then I saw you advertising the CAP, and I was like, I have to be part of CAP. So I started CAP in April, and it has changed my life. So for guys
who don't know CAP is our career acceleration program.
Yes. So, and when I started CAP, I wasn't too sure what is it that I wanted. So career acceleration program helped me to focus, to know what is it that I should focus on, because I wanted to grow in my career. And I also wanted to grow in my leadership outside just working on a 9-to-5. And that happened. Everything happened in 1 week. It was the 21st of June, and then I got that increase. And then it was the 27th, and then I was announced the new CEO of Women in Business. So it's been just an amazing thing that has happened in my life in such a short period of time.
That makes me so happy because, in looking at your growth, right, your career trajectory, you started out as an accountant and now you're the CEO of Women in Business. And I know when we had the discussion and we were planning and strategizing your career, it was like, yeah, sometime in the future. You hadn't anticipated that would happen so quickly, right? And I think that's why we call it the acceleration program, because accelerate is to get there very, very quickly. And I'm interested to know, what were some of the, because you knew what you didn't want, but not necessarily exactly what you wanted. What were some of the lessons that we learned that, some of our facilitators, our bonus coaches taught you that shifted the game for you, where it was like, actually, this is it. Now I'm going to go for that CEO role. Now I'm going to negotiate that increase. And please note it was an outdoor cycle increase, everybody.
Definitely. So I remember Coach Bonnie saying the importance of getting feedback. She said that whether it's positive or negative feedback, it's important. And we shouldn't be offended when we get negative feedback because it helps us grow. So we must take that feedback and do something about it. We shouldn't make it personal. So that was like my highlights. And also when 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝘆 explained the wealth, that wealth is not just money. So I wanted to be balanced in every area of my life. And
I love that. Those are some great coaches. So for everyone who's listening, you're like, who? So if you're interested in the CAP program, first of all, DM me the word CAP and we'll send you the details. But in the Career Acceleration Program, we literally have, I think our next cohort is going to have about 18 bonus coaches. So she's referring to, so she's referring to Coach 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝘆, transformation coach, who deals a lot with the inner work. And of course, the fabulous 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝘆, I think she's got a new reality show coming out, which is very exciting. So we're looking forward to seeing that. And she's a wealth coach. So, and that's important for us, right, guys? So I know everyone comes because they just want to get paid more. And then they get paid more and they're like, oh, I wanted more than just the money, which is why in the Career Acceleration Program, we look at you as an entire being. So that's what, and everyone's always shocked, but those are the conversations that you remember long after the program. Sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Can I please add something? There's 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝘆. We've done a review on the Empowerment Podcast. We've done a review of her book and we've interviewed her as well. So even after the Career Acceleration Program, you've managed to hook me up with the other coaches so that they can help me grow in my journey. Because what's the point of having money if you're going to waste it and finish it? So,
and 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝗆's book is a bestseller, right? It changes how you look at money. So 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝗆𝘆 is also a coach, a money coach here in South Africa. Probably one of the best-selling money coaches in the country. And she has a book called Money and Black People.
Yes.
And it's some harsh truths about the psychology of most Africans and how we engage with money, and some of the legacy that we've inherited around how we deal with money, which is why it's so comfortable, right? I always say this: if I phone someone and I say, "Oh, I'm broke," you all show me too. But if I say, "Guys, I've got so much money, I don't know what to invest in," it's crickets. No one's comfortable talking about their wealth, but everyone's comfortable talking about their poverty. So she really does redefine how we engage with our money. Some great coaches, you've mentioned there's some great coaches. So tell me then, right? So when you started CAP, you were working somewhere else. And I remember you phoned me and you were not happy. And you were like, you are resigning today. Do you remember that conversation?
Yes, I remember that conversation. I was telling you, I was like, Coach, I want to leave this job. Can you hook me up with something? And then you said, you are not going anywhere, 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝘆. You are staying there until things are fine. I remember the conversation like it was yesterday. And I'm like, I thought Vumi was a career coach. How can she say that to me? Does she know the frustration that I'm going through? And you told me, no, 𝗤𝗲𝗱𝘆, sort things out first before you go. And then you remember you gave me that book with the 4 agreements.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yes, it's also now my favorite because it taught me lessons that were important to me at the time. Not to make assumptions, not to take anything personal, always doing our best, and not to tell lies. Because sometimes we take other people's feelings and make them personal. You know, with my staff now, I always quote that book. I'm like, if you're not clear on anything, ask me for clarity. You don't have to assume that I was meaning this. If you're not clear, just come back and ask for clarity. So you really help me.
That's what we're talking about. The book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel. One of my favorite books. It really helps us align ourselves, because a lot of the time, what's happening on the outside in our careers is a manifestation of what's happening on the inside. And it's easy to say, I hate my boss, he's toxic, I'm leaving. But what's actually critical is to master it. And I always say this, if you do not master the level you're at, you will run. And I don't do runners in careers. We do strategic moves. Because if you're running, something is chasing you. You master that lesson, then you go to the next lesson. Pumi, the name of the book is The 4 Agreements. Pumi, I'll share it in the inner circle on the CAP monthly so you can see it as well. Sorry, go ahead, Nopilo. So then you're like, Vumi, oh, I can't do this, but you stayed.
Yes, I stayed. I'm glad I took your advice and I stayed. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Because when I left, my boss actually wanted me to stay, but I was like, no, I'm sorry. I've got a better offer now, so I'm going. Yes, Pumi, I actually did a podcast as well, so I'll share the podcast that I did on the 4 agreements as well. So it was so nice to leave at the right time. And sometimes when we get frustrated, coach, we think leaving is the solution, but it's not. And I learned, but I'm glad I stayed.
I never coached someone who left their job and said that was the best thing that ever happened to me. The person who's ready for the next move and is choosing to leave as opposed to running, then they say, actually, thank you. Because it means whatever lessons they were trying to learn in their career, they can now take on next. And that's one of the biggest things. My job as a career coach is to help you enforce strategy, not reactions. Reactions are responses to what's happening on ground. Strategy is knowing what the goal is and staying in the game until you execute the goal. And those are 2 different things. So if you are now saying to me, actually, coach, I have no strategy for my career, then you should be DMing me the word CAP, Career Acceleration Program, where we're going to unpack the Career Acceleration Program. So, Nopilo, I want to know from you, what was the most surprising thing about the program for you? I know it was a long program. I know you guys are like, such a long time.
Okay, I think I must acknowledge the value that Hetty, the entrepreneur, has added in my career as well. You know, knowing her from the CAP, she's still actually helping me. So I'm even having a meeting with her on Wednesday as well. She's helping me with an upcoming event on the 10th of September. But there's the night where 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗆 the futurist came for me. I don't know what happened that night. I don't know what happened. It was fire.
He is amazing, right? I couldn't believe he was to come to CAP. He is amazing.
And I hope for the next CAP, he's going to be there because he knows so much about different businesses and he just drops. And he was asking us, okay, which business are you in? And then he would give us just an overview. And I was like, wow, there's some people who read so much, who know so much, who are willing to add value in different spaces. And it was just so amazing. But all the coaches were just excellent. I don't want to lie. I really enjoyed CAP. It really changed my mindset and it made me think about my career strategy. And remember when you made us write things that we wanted to be, you said I must write 5 people that we look up to. And then I wrote, Ali was the first person and she was the previous CEO of Women in Business. But I was like, oh, this is too big. I don't even know what I'm doing. But look where I am now.
It's crazy to me also because, you know, even in your cohort, the amount of stories, the amount of promotions, and a lot of people always, when they hear how expensive, not expensive, but how much CAP costs, they're like, so much money. And then the guys who come out of CAP are like, I made it back in less than 2 months. It's funny, right?
Less than in 1 month. So it's really worth it. It is. It's the best thing I've ever done.
Why I also, because the point of the Career Acceleration Program is to help people go behind the curtain as to how careers actually work. So so if you are interested in the Career Acceleration Program, DM me the word CAP and be rest assured we have payment plans. You can pay over 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, or in one go. And the reason for that is so that people financially don't get excluded. Because if you are needing this program, sometimes you haven't budgeted, but you, in those small monthly payments, you can pay it off very nicely. But also we know that when you finish the program, we're going to see that fundamental shift in your career. And I'm excited. So we've got some new coaches coming as well. We've got 𝗤𝗲𝗄𝗆𝗆𝗆, who's amazing HR exec, running her own business. We have got, I'm excited, we've got Coach Robbie coming in from Kenya. So bringing that East African insights, which are going to be interesting. And this is something CAP has. We have coaches from all over the world. I don't want to prepare you for South Africa when you might have to work in the rest of the world. We have got a Glory, inspired by Glory, excited. She's a LinkedIn expert coming in from Nigeria, and she's actually was named one of LinkedIn top voices. So how you can deep dive into LinkedIn to really make sure you're doing better. And we've got Forbes' 𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃, the unlearning lady, where she's telling us about what do we need to unlearn, in addition to the bonus coaches that you guys have had. So I am I feel like it is jam-packed. I'm so excited for everyone to meet the coaches, to just learn. And I know when we started this conversation about CAP, and I said to you, you know, Nompilo, it's going to be a 2-month commitment. It sounded like a long time, but it went quickly, yes. Didn't it?
It went so fast. And you know, the nice thing I also enjoyed is having a buddy. My buddy was from Swatini. She was in a totally different industry than me. But when I needed to like share ideas, she would be available and add some. I see the 𝗥𝗲𝗱𝘆 on the chat who's asking, when does it start?
We are kicking off next month. We are kicking off next month in September.
Yes.
So make sure to DM the word CAP and you can still be a part of. And remember, with CAP, we only do it twice a year. It's an intense program. It takes a lot out of me and the team. So we only do it twice a year. And I know some of you guys are already saying, yeah, is it open for the public? It is open for the public now. So you can sign up. And for those of you guys who've been on the waiting list, you've been notified that it is open. So feel free to sign up. We are going to do a first come, first serve. And I think we're probably about 40–50% sold out already. But please, guys, do sign up for CAP. Sorry, we totally interrupted us. Go ahead, Nompilo.
Okay, so another thing that I loved about CAP, it made me feel normal, because you remember we do that personality test. So you don't end up asking yourself, why am I like this? Because I love working with the community. I love empowering people. You know, my personality test was like for Oprah Winfrey as well. I was like, oh, really? Maybe that's why I have a heart like mine. Because people always say, why are you like this? Then you get to understand yourself as a person. So it was so liberating to actually attend CAP, because you get to know about yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you love doing? Your values. It asks you about your values. You don't even think it might be these ones. You know that my values are family. You know, it takes so much out of you so that you become a better person. And once you understand yourself better, then the sky is the limit.
And that for me is so important, Nompilo, because the reason I make everyone do the values assessment is sometimes you can be in an environment that is brilliant. You get paid well, but it's not aligned to your values. And you get frustrated. So sometimes we were so busy job hunting from a place of hunger as opposed to a place as, does this organization align with my values? Does this organization resonate with who I am as a person? And those questions are questions we very rarely ask ourselves. And then also, who am I as a person? I know when I first do the personality test, because that's some of the stuff you do on your very first week, everyone's like, what? I didn't even realize I was like this. And that for me is so important. So you get that personality test, you're able to connect with your thinking buddy, and you're able to say, oh, okay, well, how are you experiencing this? And you have someone to help you process some of the tough conversations that happen. Because I don't want to advertise CAP as, oh, it's so fun, it's so much fun. It is hard work. You had to work hard. You had to. For you to mentally change how you were perceiving things, you didn't just wake up and be the CEO of business. It was a massive mental shift for you.
Definitely. And when I saw that the previous CEO has resigned and was asking, because I was actually serving in the board of Women in Business. So she started by saying, guys, I want to resign. Then I started calling you, Coach. I'm like, Coach, this is now happening. What do I do? Because as much as I had done CAP, but I was still feeling so scared that it happened so fast, you know. But I was mentally ready. So CAP really helped me and to prepare me to be in the role that I am at now.
Thank you, Nompilo. So guys, for those of you who are interested in joining CAP, DM me the word CAP. What is CAP? It's the Career Acceleration Program. It is a 2-month program where we have coaches from the United Kingdom, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. and they come in and they support you in your journey. We've got pre-recorded content. We've got live bonus sessions where we have coaching circles. Where on a one-to-one, we say, this is my challenge. You've got your thinking buddies. You get your workbooks. You have assessments. It is probably, for me, when I designed CAP, it was what I wished I had as I was growing in my career. And I had a very accelerated career, and I think if I had had this, I probably would have had an even more accelerated career. But it's really a space for you if you're saying, I'm tired of earning what I earn. I'm tired of being frustrated. I'm tired of not knowing what's next. And actually, I need to focus on a side hustle. I don't know where my career is going, but I know that where I am is not it. And if you're that person, then the Career Acceleration Program is definitely for you. We have coaches, everything from dietitians to help you eat better for productivity, coaches who help us monetize, coaches who work in a transformation, financial coaches, money coaches, leadership coaches, personal branding coaches, LinkedIn coaches, it's a whole buffet. It is a whole buffet to make sure your career is thriving. So 𝗏𝗶𝗍𝘆, I want to thank you so much for making the time. Any last thoughts or anything you want to say to someone who's still like, should I, shouldn't I, maybe should I, shouldn't I? What last thoughts from you, my CEO?
Thank you. You know what I also enjoyed about CAP? It's just in the Telegram group, it's not just the coach that would advise you. If you have a problem, I remember at some points, that's the thing, for me, CAP was like, it's like I had problems related to CAP. Because the first class with 𝗤𝗲𝗲𝗃𝘁𝗲𝗄, she told us to disclose our side hustles at work. And I had not done that because I started in a new company. So I just did that. So it was there for every step of my journey. So, and it was just not just Coach Vumi giving us advice. It was also the coaching circle. Everyone would be interested to give you what can work, what you can try on your journey. So that was just so amazing for me to know that I have people that are actually willing to help me. So it's like a family, a CAP family that is willing to say, 𝗏𝗶𝗍𝘆, have you tried this? 𝗏𝗶𝗍𝘆, have you tried this? And it was just so amazing. I feel like a different person. Like after a month of CAP, my life changed, and it's still becoming better because I'm still in the coaching circle. On the monthly CAP.
So post CAP, we have the inner circle where, you know, we have our one-to-one sessions. I support, you get bonus material, etc. But that's only for the guys who've gone through CAP, because even often when CAP ends, someone is like, where do I start? And then we literally like, here's the replay for this, or here's a bonus coach that we think can support you, and we connect. And it's really a circle to make sure that we take it all the way there that we want it to in our career. I see some comments here. Oh, Linda's like, I love everything I'm hearing right now. Yes, Linda, and I hope to see you in CAP. Pume is like, CAP is an amazing experience. It's life-changing. Of course, Pume also graduated from the Career Acceleration Program, and we've seen her thrive, change careers, go into academia, sitting on incredible boards, being celebrated by the African Women Chartered Accountants. And these are all some of the people who've been on CAP. It just shifts your mind, and that's why we've created the program. So everyone who's interested, please DM the word CAP. 𝗏𝗶𝗍𝘆, it has been my absolute privilege to be your coach and support you in this journey, and just to be a witness to watching you thrive. It makes me so happy. From the young lady I met who was like, oh, let's have a coffee, let's have a chat, to this powerhouse that's just exploding. It makes me, I could not be more proud.
Thank you so much, Coach. I forgot to mention that I'm actually fully booked for August. I'm speaking at different gigs all the weekends in August, and it's just so amazing to live my dream.
The side hustle plans and strategies are coming through. That's another thing people don't know. On the Career Acceleration Program, we've got a module just about side hustles and earning more. So a lot of our CAP graduates started their side hustles. Others went into emceeing. Others went into event planning. Others, like as Pume, became your financial friend, doing financial coaching. It's been so interesting to see everyone come through with their side hustles. Others went into catering, and they're thriving because they thought, oh no, I could never do it. Obviously, we're seeing 𝗏𝗶𝗍𝘆 now taking over as a speaker, so I could not be happier. I could not be happier indeed. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. So I'll see you in the Career Acceleration Program next month. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Nampilo.
Coach. Thank you for the investment.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.